Aloha everyone, and welcome to Kazemaru's channel. I hope you all are well. As it is Halloween season, I'd like to share a spooky story. I don't traditionally celebrate Halloween myself, but I do it for kids and, it's fun. But I'd like to share a story that happened about, I don't know how many years ago is that now? 20 years ago? Yes, 20 years ago, 2003. At the time, I was living in London, and I was trained in a healing modality, holistic medicine. So I was seeing patients. And one of the patients was a man that came with extremely late and progressive cancers. And doctors had given him, basically a couple of months. And his family called me and said, please, can you save him? And I tried to give realistic expectations, and explain that his cancer is very progressive. This is the diagnosis, but I can help with managing the pain, perhaps, at least. So I saw him for treatments, but it was very progressed. It was pretty fast. I went to the hospital several times, and then he was gone. Then I was invited to the funeral, and his family was kind of, we expected you to save him, and we thought you are an angel who can. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a human being, and the prognosis was not good. But I felt very bad that I hadn't been able to do more. However, a few days after, maybe 3 or 4 nights after he had passed, I was sleeping, minding my own business, dreaming away, sleeping away. And I wake up in the middle of the night. It's all dark, everything is quiet. And from the left, where the entry to the bedroom is, I hear these heavy steps dragging along the floor. Shuff, shuff, shuff. And in comes a figure, a taller male figure. And he comes and sits down on the feet of my bed. And then I'm wide awake because I can feel the weight by my feet. And I wake up and I look at this man and recognize it is this patient who had just passed. He looks at me and takes a deep sigh and says, I thought you would save me. And I being me, I felt pretty bad because of course, I would have wanted to if I could, but human body has its own limitations. So what I did was to speak to him, reply to him from my heart and soul, sending him my best wishes and saying, it is past now, you are free, and please go to the light. I wish you love and light and peace. And with the feeling of complete peace towards this being. And as I did that, I could feel him vanish towards the light. This is true. And I fell back to sleep, like any other night, ordinary night, right? But the interesting thing was, next morning I wake up, any other regular morning, and my roommate says, who was that? I said, who? Who what? She said, who was that came around midnight, that man that came in through the door sitting on your feet? He was so sad. So to me, it's not a surprise that I can see these spirits, but I was surprised that she could too. That was really interesting. And we were both meditators, so I suppose, you know, a little bit more perceptive to energies moving in our atmosphere. So that was a very interesting event 20 years ago. And I think I sometimes tell this story as an example that what we call ghosts or spooky visitations, I feel is never there to scare us. But we might feel it's scary because of our own fears. And of course, there are sinister energies moving in this world, plenty of it. But if someone comes in this way to you, I would say it's actually an honor. They want the peace and love and light that you can provide them. That's what they need. That's what they're coming for. Do you believe it? Well, this is very real experience, and just an example. I want you to remember: go get spooked, but don't be afraid. Happy Halloween, and tell me if you have any similar stories below. And enjoy your Halloween season. Take good care and say hi to all those lovely ghosts. Aloha.